However, Mr. May quietly wondered maybe one day he too would disappear from this world quietly like these clients. So after each funeral, he would stroll through the woods and lie down on a wide open field. Then he would quietly listen to the birds and the wind, dreaming about what his own departure might look like. On this day, Mr. May got a new assignment. He surprisingly left half a pair behind and rushed over as the deceased lived right across from his place. The landlord said the deceased, Billy, was alone like Mr. May. It wasn't until a few weeks after his death that the stench alerted the neighbors to call the police. The moment he entered the room, a wave of decay hit. The room was littered with empty bottles, making it clear that Billy's life wasn't exactly a thrill ride. Then, Mr. May changed into his work uniform and began sorting through Billy's belongings. Soon he found an album documenting a girl's life from childhood to now. No need to guess, this must be Billy's daughter, so Mr. May tucked it into his bag. He found Billy's work ID, yet oddly didn't recognize him. Had they lived in the same area for years without meeting? After cleaning up, a sofa propped up by a book caught Mr. May's eye. The sofa was quite worn out, and maybe Billy had said his lonely goodbyes right there. Mr. May then began searching for clues about Billy. Just then, the new boss called him into the office, saying that the government was feeling the financial pinch. Thus, Mr. May's department would merge with others, and he would be optimized out. Mr. May pondered over it for a moment and came to the realization that his boss' words made a lot of sense. Perhaps it was indeed time to embark on a new chapter in life. But what to do about Billy's case? At night, back home, Mr. May gazed through the curtains at the silent room, thinking this would be the last person he had to send off. Little did he know, unease crept into his heart while he contemplated sending him off. This journey would change his life trajectory. The next morning, Mr. May took Billy's photo and started knocking on doors to ask around. Curiously, the neighbors seemed to have no clue who Billy was, as if he had never existed at all. Mr. May spent a whole morning with 0 leads. Just when he was about to give up and head back to Billy's place, he found everything had been tossed out by the landlord. He took everything home, found a stack of yellowed films while organizing, and had the photos developed soon. The subtitles showed photos of young Billy with his friends. Mr. May found a factory name on a friend's hat after close scrutiny. He immediately bought a train ticket to that factory at his own expense, marking his first solo venture into unknown territory. Luckily, hard work pays off. Billy's friend still worked at the factory and instantly recognized him when shown the old photos. He told Mr. May that Billy had quite the fiery temper, and hardly anyone dared to cross him. As they spoke, the factory's brake bell rang. The friend remarked that it was a benefit Billy had fought for with management. But shortly after, Billy quit, showing just how explosive his temper really was. The friend added that Billy, though a few years older, was like a big brother who often looked out for them. Upon hearing this, Mr. May took the opportunity and inquired whether he would be willing to attend Billy's funeral. To his surprise, the friend declined after thinking it over, stating simply that with time their friendship had faded. Plus, the distance made it hard to take time off work, and the risk of losing his job was too great. Mr. May's visit wasn't for nothing. He learned from the friend that Billy was quite the ladies' man. He had once dated a woman who sold fish and chips in Whitby, but alas, her exact address was a mystery. Mr. May thought about going home, as this case was beyond his jurisdiction now. While he was out buying black tea, the clerk convinced him to try the new hot chocolate. And so Mr. May tried hot chocolate for the first time and found it wasn't as bad as he had imagined. Afterward, he had his first pork pie and told his boss a little white lie to take 2 days off, as he had decided to seek out Billy's ex. Arriving in Billy's ex-seaside town, he didn't rush to find her, choosing the beach first. On the beach, he soaked in the vast beauty of the ocean, skipping stones like a kid. With the word shark in hand, Mr. May visited shops one after another and finally found the woman. Years may have passed, leaving traces on her face, but at the mention of Billy her eyes sparkled with light. She said that Billy treated her with such kindness that time was when she wished to stay by his side forever. And Billy had a knack for cooking, especially his beer-battered fish recipe that left customers raving. Just then, the woman's current husband returned, and his thoughts about Billy were the complete opposite. Not only did he view Billy as a lunatic, but also deemed his death better, having once pressed Billy's hand into hot oil while drunk. But the woman countered, saying that he had changed significantly and had a good heart, stopping himself before going too far. From her comments, it was clear that Billy had left her with many fond memories. Mr. May then pulled out the family album for her to identify, but unfortunately, the woman didn't recognize anyone in the photos.